trash, pick it up, and if you can carry a full beer in, you can carry an empty beer can back out. Right now I'm hiking down it's about a half-mile trail to Coot Hill, which overlooks Big Hollow. I've never been here before. It's at the back end of a dirt road in Crown Point, New York. And I did some scouting online and on Google Maps. I'm hoping that there's going to be a good sunrise over Lake Champlain, and just starting to see some color in the sky, so I'm really trying to book it. I made it up to the summit. I have a little bit of time before the sun comes up, so I'm just trying to scope possible compositions and shooting locations. I knew that it was potentially going to be challenging to find a good view and composition towards the sunrise. I think if you were to shoot this location in the middle of the winter, the sun would be farther to the south and you'd have a little bit better chance at that. But I think I'll find something that works out here. And even if I don't, there's some great views to the south, looking towards like the Ticonderoga area. So with some early morning light on those spots, it should be good as well. But just want to show you the light over the mountains right now. So we're looking out across Lake Champlain over towards the Green Mountains, and that is Camel's Hump right there in the center of the frame. So I'm just gonna explore around here and see what I can come up with. So I found a good shooting location. This summit, this little overlook, has a lot of sort of trees and everything blocking the view in the direction of the sunrise. So that's not necessarily a bad thing. It's about working with the composition and with the environment that you have and capturing this particular place. So my plan is to shoot a series of vertical shots, so portrait style, and stitch those together into a much wider angle of view, sort of with framing these two trees on either side of the frame that I have going on. I have my circular polarizer on the front of the camera. Not sure I'm going to stick with that, because with a polarizer, if you catch too much of the sky, as that angle in relation to your light source changes, that polarization changes, and so you can get these weird like U shapes in your sky as a result of that. So right now, because the sun isn't up, I'm not having an issue with that, but once the sun rises, I might start to see that, in which case I'll take the polarizer off. And I may also add in a soft edge graduated neutral density filter as well. But right now, I have everything set up. I'm just waiting for the light. One of the biggest challenges with landscape photography is dealing with the light. You never know what the sun and the weather are going to do, so you make the best plans, and sometimes they just don't really work out. Sometimes they do. sometimes you got to go back and shoot again later on. This morning, you know, it was a so-so day in terms of light. It's a beautiful morning, but there wasn't really that many clouds or anything on the horizon to really accentuate the sunset and bring out those colors. Another quick thing I just want to point out or say is that it's always good to bring a long lens when you're shooting landscapes as well. So when I came back to the main overlook up here on Coot Hill, I had a view looking west towards the high peaks, and I saw this. So the light hitting the mountains right now is just gorgeous. So I threw on my telephoto lens, my 70-200, to capture this image. I don't think it's not great, it's not outstanding, but it is a nice little sort of more intimate scene to capture the morning light on the mountains. So I'm just sitting up here with Kyber, enjoying the morning. You know, the shooting opportunities weren't exactly what I was hoping for this morning, but you know, I'm not disappointed. I'm never disappointed when I'm out shooting landscape photography, because you're out exploring new places, you're out in the environment, you're out in nature, and there's really nothing that you could complain about. So I'm just going to take a minute to show you around Coot Hill. I encourage you to come check it out. The only thing I'll say is that this time of year in the spring, or you know, maybe later in the fall, and there's a little bit of snow on the ground, the road to get back here can be kind of rough. So right now you don't want to take a low clearance vehicle to get over here, but it's an amazing little overlook. It's about a half a mile from the parking area to the summit, so it's not that far of a walk, and really outstanding views of southern Lake Champlain and the Champlain Valley. Well, that was a quick little morning outing. I think I got one good image, maybe two, so all in all, that's a pretty successful morning. Coot Hill is a great little location. I encourage other folks that are looking for short, easy hikes with great views to come check it out. It is part of the Champlain Area Trails Network, also referred to as CATS. and they build and maintain trails in the Champlain Valley, kind of roughly from the Crown Point area north to Keysville. And all of their trails are kind of these really nice easy hikes and trails that connect communities. So I will put a link in the description down below to Cats if you want to check them out and check out the trails that they maintain.